Like, you're not looking at us. You're stumbling up on your...
Good evening. I'm Shakana Fulton, and I will be portraying my speech on online classes versus taking classes traditionally. Before coming to college, I told myself that I would never take an online class. But to my dismay, I have taken 2 online classes this semester. And also, I have learned that while taking these online classes, there have been a lot of advantages that I have faced. Flexibility in my courses, which allows me to turn in my work whenever I may choose to, as long as it's in on the certain date that it's supposed to be turned in on. And flexible hours for me to be able to work. Being a student at Albany State University, I do have work study, and with work study, they work around your schedule. But now that I have the online classes, I'm able to go to work, come back to my room, do my assignments, and I'm done. But while these advantages are great, I say that traditional classes are the way to go. Because as opposed to an online class, with a traditional class, you can have more of a personal relationship with your professor. You can get to know them, find out exactly what type of person they are, and what type of grades they may give out. As opposed to when you take an online class, you have to worry about emailing the professor and worrying about what time they're going to email you back, and whether you can turn an assignment late or not. But if you're taking a traditional class, then you can just simply go up to the professor and ask them, and they can give you a yes or no answer. Also, the reason why I love traditional classes is because of the fact that it's way more cheaper. I've learned from my own personal experience that I had to take out a loan this year just to pay for the online classes, which cost a lot more than taking traditional classes. Another reason is there's no motivation. With the fact that me being a procrastinator, I tend to forget when my assignments are due. And with that being said, it's kind of hard to keep up with your classes being that they're online and you don't go like every other day a week for your professor to say, well, this assignment is due then, this assignment is due then. So you have to basically put everything on yourself, and it's more of a responsibility. And if you're not really a responsible student, then you shouldn't take an online class, because it's something that you may actually fail at. Or you may fall behind in your courses like I have done this semester. Although technology has come a long way, and it's becoming more prevalent that online classes will start to come up in society, I still say that I will take a traditional class. Because I just don't have the responsibility. As I looked up my research on collegecourses.com, it told me and said that most students who take a class in a traditional setting rather than taking a class online, most of the time does better, because they have that teacher-student interaction. They also have classmates around them to whereas if they don't understand something, they can ask their fellow peer. But when you're taking a class online, you have to just basically go off of what you know and go off of yourself. And you also have to teach yourself what the course requires, as opposed to you going to the class and the professor teaching you what you're supposed to know. Also, in my research, I looked on allaboutcollege.com. It said in the article that most of the time, if you are a procrastinator, do not take an online class. Do not. Because it will really drop your GPA if you're not a student that is like really on top of your work, or you're not a student that really knows what you're doing, or you may not be the type of student that wants to teach yourself, or you may not want to take that test online. Then it's not really a good idea to take the class online. So, in my closing, I would say that I'm sticking to traditional courses. Never again will I take a class online, because I've learned that I have to mature myself. And I have to have the responsibility of taking a class without the teacher being there to help me. So, if you all ever think about taking an online class, think of what I said. Thank you. Any questions?
No.
Okay.
Great speech.